Right. Go right ahead.
Hi, how you doing? Sam Darby here with Trade Winds Marine. We're going to show you the Crevel, 26-foot Crevel. So we're going to do a little walk through the boat.
Right.
I'll do some presentation, go over a couple of the nice features on the boat.
Right.
So you can get a chance to come over here and visit
See if
us
I want to
at the
buy
boat
one,
show.
right?
Absolutely. Come visit us at the boat show and experience it. Start living the lifestyle, you know.
So where would you start with this one?
Yes, sir. So this is a 26-foot Crevel. It's a bay boat. Used in the Chesapeake Bay. It can also go offshore. It's a little shallower gunnels on this boat. Offers a lot of nice features. You have two oversized live wells on either side. You have seating in the center. All this can lay straight down as well, which gives you the ability to have a casting deck, fishing deck off of it, just climbing in and out of the water. Is just some of the options here on the boat. Gives you a lot of versatility. Underneath it here, you have a cooler here. You have a cooler on this side, which is, again, gives you some versatility. There's cutting bait wells up here, or a station for you to put your food, a wash down a sink, so you can do that. You can rinse your hands off after you're done eating or before you get ready to eat. Normal leading posts, rod holders, so for fishing and what have you, but the boat isn't designed just for fishing. This boat's designed as a family boat as well. Go out, raft up with friends. You can also go to visit different restaurants, cruise the Chesapeake Bay, explore, see areas that you've never seen before from a different view. It's nice to be able to just pull up and to say, I didn't realize this creek went this far. I didn't realize this stuff was here, you know? And you get a chance to expose yourself to some new things. Great family oriented. 9 passengers can go on this boat, so you can fill it up with quite a few people.
What do people normally ask when they come around looking for a boat?
Well, let me rephrase that. Let's put it away. I ask questions to them. What are you going to do with the boat?
Okay.
You know what I mean? So this way it helps us to put you in the right direction. Somebody says, man, I do a lot of fishing. I'm only going to be fishing. That's going to put you into certain boats. Other ones say, we are just strictly taking the family out. We're rafting up, or we're tubing, or we're wakeboarding. We're just having fun on the boat, going different places. Some other people say, hey, I want something that we can just go visit, my wife and I, and go visit this restaurant here. So we may be looking at a totally different model, you know.
This one here is not enclosed, so...
No, sir. Well, it has a little bit of enclosure where you have glass on 3 sides of the console. So if it does get a little chillier, colder in the winter months, not in the winter months, but in the fall, early spring, you have protection. And you get protection just from the wind in general. If you want a boat that has like more of a cabin area, then you would go to a different, different model than what this is right here. There's versatility in the boating industry. You can go choose whatever you like.
Any changes like in the motor or the construction? Is it fiberglass or copper or what?
These are all fiberglass. They're resin-infused hulls. So when they make those, the outside hull is made first. There's a big shell, and then they turn around, put the gel coat on there, and then spray the resin inside there, and then the deck is built inside of it, and then the top part comes down, and it's all molded together as one. All the electrical stuff ran underneath. But these are all fiberglass.
Okay.
There's still boat builders that build up wooden boats. You know what I mean? But you won't see any of those here at the show.
No copper?
No copper, nothing like that. Aluminum, there is aluminum.
Okay.
You get into the pontoon industry, which is a lot of fun. And you get into pontoon boats that are all aluminum boats.
What about handling? Is there any difference now? Is it easier to handle than the boats that were manufactured a few years ago?
There's some ease of handling, especially in the pontoon industry. They went from pontoons to tri-tunes, so they have 3 tubes underneath them. Stability-wise, they react very well in turns now, where years ago they more like want to slide a little sideways to make a turn unless you're going slow. So that's changed. The industry itself has changed in some of the dynamics, the way the hulls are built, for better performance. In some boats, and other boats are built more for stability-wise. They may be more of a flat-bottom boat. So it really all depends on which one. There's different models and different applications.
What about the motors at the back?
The motors have changed. We went from 2-stroke to what you have now, 4-stroke. This is the Suzuki.
Oh, Suzuki.
Yes. This is they all perform about the same. They burn about the same amount of fuel, whether it's Yamaha, Suzuki, or Mercury. They're your top 3 tier brands in the 4-stroke industry.
Wow, I didn't know that.
So each one of them perform. You don't even hear them running. You know,
So
they're
silent.
they're so quiet. You turn them on, you're like, is the motor running? Look out back and see if it's, you know, water's coming out there for the water pumps. So
Maintenance?
very low maintenance. Most of them are 20-hour service after you first buying the break-in, and then it's every 100 hours after that you do a service on them, which we change the oil, the lower unit oil, the fuel filters, and the water separators on there. So it's like your automobile. 100 hours is basically, a lot of people put on maybe in a whole season. So it's once a year you're changing all the fluids in there, and that's all done. Everything's contained right here under this hood is everything there. So that, you know, it confines it right into right here.
Let's go to the front of this one.
Sure. Did you want to go inside or do you want to stay outside?
Yeah, I can go inside.
Absolutely, after you.
Yeah, after you.
Sure, okay. So as we would walk on here, this will give you an idea. You can walk up to the bow of this boat. This is your console area. You have seats. You flip down, you can sit down, or you can use them as a leaning post seat. It operates just like this right here, so you can drive the boat. As we move forward, this boat is designed with what we call like a coffin box. So you can use this as a lounger. You can sit here facing forward. This can come off. You can also use it as your bait tackle storage.
Oh.
Or as a regular cooler. So you can, your versatility.
Yeah.
These trays come out and you just use it as a cooler if you like. So it depends on what your application or what you're doing that day and what you can do. It's a great lounger, a great area to sit in. Up here you have some tackle storage areas. So underneath here, these are all tackle boxes
Yeah.
that you put in. This boat has multiple tackle boxes in numerous locations. Stereo, you're hearing music,
Oh.
which is really nice. You have speakers on either sides.
Oh. Stereo where? Here?
No, the speakers are located right here.
Oh, at the bottom. Okay.
Yes, sir. And then there's your fusion head is located on the other side, which is your volume control, and choose your speaker or Bluetooth to your device.
Oh, Bluetooth as well.
Yes, sir. You Bluetooth, put your music on that you like to do. You know.
Wow.
There's lighting, so you have lighting here. In the evening hours, just the whole deck will be lit up here. Deck's lit up in the back. Under the gunnels, lighting come down, so the whole boat gives you a nice color.
Yeah.
Up here in the bow, you have your anchor compartment. Of course, you have cleats up in the bow, cleats in the middle, cleats in the stern. This also has a trolling motor, so if you're in an area where you may be fishing and you just want to stay put, but you don't want to be running the big motor, you put the trolling motor down and it'll hover you. You can hit the button, it'll hold you exactly where you are.
Now explain to me what's a trolling motor.
A trolling motor is a much smaller motor. It's an electric motor, has a small props on them, about that big.
Yeah.
About the size, not as big as a basketball, of course it's smaller than that, and it's electric. It runs off batteries.
And what does that do?
That they use those for controlling the boat without using the whole big motor
I see.
in the back. So when you're fishing in an area and the fish are there, you don't want to be spooking them. You know, you might want to be casting where the fish are, and you want to hold a trolling motor, but it'll hold you right in your position. Or you can hit the button on it and it'll guide you, swing the bow over, swing it back and forth, push you, pull you. It gives you the mobility of doing that.
Wow. Wow.
It's just a really nice feature on the boats.
Yeah.
This boat has cup holders / rod holders, so you put your cup here, whatever your drinking preference is. And a couple spots, you have rod holders up in the bow as well.
Excellent. Excellent.
So it gives you a lot of versatility.
So, what about the older person? Can an older person enjoy riding in a boat like this?
Absolutely. I can take you out. Let's go for a ride. No, it's
I mean, the safety measures I'm more or less talking about.
yes. All the boats have foam inside of them. It's all spray foamed inside, and that's all due to buoyancy. So that's all meets the standards. Every boat has a standard that has to be met in order to put the occupancy of how many people can be inside the boat. So that kind of stuff there, every one of the boats you go into, they're all that way. You know, so they've all come, the standard is pretty high in regards to that. And all the manufacturers are meeting where they're supposed to be at, safety-wise. So the boats in the water, it's not going to lean way over to one side. You're not going to fall off the boat, no matter what your age or the size of the individual who's on the boat.
So, do you find now, as we're getting into this technology era, that you have more diversity of owners of boats?
Oh, the industry's opened up dramatically. I mean, you're getting more and more people from different ethnic backgrounds that are coming in and wanting to get involved in the boating industry. The biggest obstacle is that they don't know what to ask, or they don't know, they feel a little uncomfortable. So we open the doors up to, as I'm having a conversation with you, wanting to bring other people in. We want people to experience it. We want people to be on Chesapeake Bay, enjoying this beautiful thing we have. It's the biggest estuary in the United States. So this is something that's special. Not everybody has the Chesapeake Bay. You know, everybody else has maybe a small little area to boat in. Here you got so many things. You have historic towns from Chestertown to St. Michael's to Oxford. You come into Annapolis, our capital, you can see by water and go visit. You moor up on one of the mooring buoys and the water taxi takes you in, you come back out. There's a whole lot of opportunities for people to enjoy themselves, and we want to open the door up for everybody to have a chance to do that. And that's huge, because it's going to keep Maryland going. You know, it keeps everybody else involved, and it keeps people from being doing something else maybe they shouldn't be doing, and let's get them involved in fishing, crabbing, exploring.
How did you get involved?
I was brought up in it since I was real little, 2 years old.
Wow.
So, and my sons were the same way. I brought my sons in and they were 2 years old.
What area?
In Pasadena.
Okay.
In Anne Arundel County. So my grandmother lived over by the water there, and my dad grew up near the water. So we had a small little boat. It wasn't big. It was a little John boat, 14 feet. But you went out and did a little crabbing. You learned. You had life jackets on. I get back to something else also. I don't mean to jump around, but I encourage people to go take a boater safety course. Get your boater safety course. You can take it online, and once you do that, that'll introduce you a little bit so you feel a little bit more comfortable thinking about wanting to go on a boat. Come over to a dealership. Come over and visit us. We'll take you and teach you a few things, take you out for a ride on the boat. We want to introduce people into
Just like buying a car, huh?
Yes. Yes. Except for this is not a necessity. A car's a necessity.
No, when you take us for a ride.
Oh yeah.
To get excited.
I mean, we don't take everybody just for a ride. But I mean, we take, if somebody's interested in really wanting to learn about it, we're interested in trying to get you into the industry.
Right.
You know, get you out here boat. You know, and there's other options too. You can rent a boat for a day and experience that, and then come over and see us. We have used boats. You know, we get you in the industry, get you into a used boat, one step at a time.
Right.
You know, we're not expecting you to come into this boat right here. You know what I mean? But
how much would a boat like this cost?
This one's running right around 150.
150.
Yes.
Yeah.
But you can get in other boats for people that just want to go experience something else. You can rent a boat for a day or 2 days. Get into something a little smaller.
You can rent for a couple of days.
Oh yeah, you can go there. I mean, I'm not sure what the rental prices are off the top of my head.
I know.
But there's other options out there, and you can do that.
So do you expect that 2022 would be really big because of people being housed inside their homes? They want to get out. They're going to...
Well, our industry took a huge increase during the COVID because people looked for something else to do. And some people that were never boaters before said, let's go on the water. There's nobody around us. You know, let's go and enjoy something else as a family. And, you know, you don't have to bring your cell phone. Let's leave all the devices at home. Let's leave all the other things home. Let's go spend some quality time with each other and get back into the whole family atmosphere and, you know, and doing the right things and preaching the good things and showing the love and compassion for one another. And let's have some fun on the water, you know? And that's what people started doing, and it's escalated to the point where there's hardly any boats. It's hard to get a boat. You know, I mean, all the dealers here are scrambling to get boats for inventory. Some of the boats here are already pre-sold.
Oh, wow.
You know, so it's going to be that way for a little while. Supply and demand has changed. You know, the manufacturers can't build them as fast because the supply chain's messed up. They're trying to get parts. But I think that 2022 is going to be the same way as it was in 2021. You know, it's going to be busy. People are out on the water enjoying themselves, and that's what it's all about. It's about out here doing something else that maybe my family's never experienced before. Somebody else's family. You know, let's get them out here and have fun.
Well, they come to you, I'm sure.
Absolutely. They come and pay a visit to us over here, and we're going to make sure we take care of them. We're going to look after them. And there's, like I said, other options. You can get into a smaller boat, take a ride, see if you like it, experience a little bit of it, and then move up from there. You know, we don't expect somebody to come in that's completely new to boating and want to buy something as expensive one, you can get into some other things that are a little cheaper. And it all depends what they want to be doing. You know, you have over here, I don't mind showing you, these are other dealers that we're friends with and we know, and they're a big part of what we do. These are bow riders, so you have areas you sit up in the front, you know, a driver's seat, a passenger seat. They're called dual consoles, wraparound seating, and hey, that's a great thing. You can go out and have a good time on these other boats. So I encourage people to come out here to the boat show. It's all about stepping out here first. We price the tickets at $10, so it's an affordable price. It's free parking, so they're not paying an arm and a leg to park downtown Baltimore. You come out here and get free parking. Nice, safe environment. Come out, explore, get to sit on the boat, see if you like something or not. There's some really good programs out here, affordability-wise, for somebody to be able to get into a boat and enjoy themselves as well.
So after you leave Timonium here for this show, where do you go?
I go home, then I
mean, suppose somebody sees a boat and is interested in following up.
Well, they would go to the dealer that they saw that boat at.
Where would the dealership be? Annapolis?
There's dealers here from all over the whole state of Maryland.
Right.
So we have dealers in Baltimore.
I mean, like say next month somebody wants to buy a boat.
Yes. Okay. You would go to the dealer wherever you live. Most likely that's the closest one to you. Okay. You go there, pay a visit. If you like that, if you didn't like that one, you may go to, hey, I like this other brand, or I'm interested in riding a bow rider, not a center console, or whatever it may be.
Yeah, because what I'm saying is like you can drive around and you can find car dealerships, but you can't drive around and find boat dealerships.
No, you have to do a little bit of homework.
Yeah. So they're more or less located in Anne Arundel County?
No, there's a lot located here in Baltimore County.
Really?
Yes, we have a lot of dealers located all over the whole state of Maryland.
Okay.
So we have boat dealers in Anne Arundel, Baltimore County, Harford County, Howard County, not Howard County, Queen Anne's County, Talbot County. So they're all over.
Okay.
Anywhere you're close to the Chesapeake Bay, you're going to get boat dealers that are around there. And everybody's going to be opening doors to say, hey, come on in, let me show you. Get the experience, get the lifestyle. Yeah. It's a fun lifestyle.
I can see it in your face.
You can. Okay, that's good. At least that's good. Hopefully the interview's been well and they've enjoyed it. But no, it is fun. It's you get to have kids on here and enjoy themselves. That's what it's all about. It's about the kids. It's about family. It's about bringing people together, having a good time, rafting up with other people. You bring food, I'm bringing some food. We're swapping food back and forth, and we're laughing and joking.
Tailgate on the Chesapeake, huh?
You said it exactly right. Tailgate on the Chesapeake. Choose the spot you want to be. We have a good time.
Yeah, it was great talking to you.
Oh, it's a pleasure. It's all mine.
All right.